Okay. Now back to this problem.
This is the one that does.
So you might ask what type of tools
The first, that middle one.
we use.
And
Renovator is quite helpful, especially if you want to remove a whole branch. And today I want to remove that whole piece because that's just sticking out and completely in my way. So I'm quickly going to cut that off. It's going to make a bit of noise, for which I apologize. A bit of noise. Oh, I'm not talking. We have one. If I need to do some carving, we do have a die grinder that I can do some carving on, and again it makes a bit of noise, but I'll try not to do too much of that, and then we'll get to some of the pruning. Any questions, any comments up to the start? They're completely shocked into silence.
yeah. So Adriaan, the second one in that Poppie grew from a twig. Was that literally a twig? And how many years was that?
About 2002.
15 years
This one, yeah.
from a twig.
Quick, but if you come closer, you can. There was a branch there. There was a branch there. There was a branch there. One up there. We've cut quite a lot out, but that is completely. You see, that's healed up completely. So you can't see that initial really big scar there. You can just see it barely. So I quite like that in the maple. So after a number of years, it will just roll over. That's quite nice.
Let's see. I can't afford for her to go deaf, because otherwise I'll be shouting Lundy and she doesn't hear. How do you give instructions if they can't hear? Right.
Up front.
That piece is out, but I'll have to just quickly remove that whole stump that sits in there. So with that, I'm just going to use a different tool and put some glasses up. Sorry for the noise.
I can wire some of the trees and put the branches where I want them, but sometimes you can also crane or prune it in some sort of direction, and that's just easier from time to time. So while I'm pruning, I'm selecting the branches that at least you've got a zigzag in at the same time. Cutting for somebody.
Right, I'm not saying it's a perfect cut. I can always go back and cut some more, but at least I've tidied that big bit out of there. The main dilemma with this tree is you might notice that from your angle it's slightly narrower in here and then comes out thicker, and you've got almost pieces. So if that is your front, you do have some problems with a number of branches running to this side, running to that side. And if that becomes your front, you've got this thick branch standing out at you, the head folding back to me. So that's not going well either. So again, a number of problems in that regard. But what we have thought about is the possibility of using that, David, as a front where you are now, and suddenly you've got a very wide base, you're hiding a number of your scars, and you've got movement alternatives. So right at the corner, John? Yep. So suddenly you've got a wide base, there's still a lot of flow, and it's coming back. I can get away with this branch as a back branch. I might take out some of that, but suddenly That's a possibility that I like. Just the angle her knee already changed a fair bit on that. Okay, so I would love to tidy up the tree, but I don't want to cut any of these off because I want to thread some of them. So that's the next bit that I'm going to do now. And to just take an ordinary drill, just get my hat back on.